What is up, everybody? Welcome once again to the Unrelated Sports Podcast. I'm Andy McConnell. He is Cody Allstat, and we are back.
We're back.
Shout out Sam Ellinger.
Boo. To you, Andy, not to Sam Ellinger.
Oh.
I don't even know where he is anymore.
See, he was in Indy. I don't know where he's at now.
I know he was in Indy. He ain't in Indy anymore.
Hold on, I'm going to look quick. I think, is he selling insurance? Is he like going the Josh Rosen route?
the chosen Rosen?
Yeah, the chosen Rosen. Let's see, Sam Ellinger is... Yeah, he's still on the Colts.
Is he really?
Yeah, must be like their third string or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, fun fact. So, sir, how are you? We have not talked in like 2 weeks.
It's been a minute. That's a lie. We talked today at work. We're recording this a day after normal, but
that is true.
We tried last night.
We did.
We were unsuccessful.
Unforeseen circumstances said no.
But good. Watching the wrestling world go crazy. That's fun.
That's good. So tell the people, where were you at? Like, why could we not record?
Okay. So, last week why we didn't record?
Yes. Yeah, we don't have to worry about it.
So took a little bit of a family vacation. Went to water park in Red Wing, Minnesota with the family. And then we went to the world famous Mall of America, which was insanely packed with people.
Because what day did you say you went? Was that on Saturday?
It was a Saturday, yeah. But I think it was busy for a Saturday too. It was just, I don't know what was going on, but people were aplenty. I don't know if there's a lot of spring breaks going on, maybe.
Yeah, okay, maybe like school spring breaks. And like I was asking you last night, is like there was no concert or anything going on, because I know that they have concerts in the Midway area.
Yeah, there was an Asian cultural center thing going on, but nothing that drew a huge crowd.
Okay.
I remember when I was young, the first time I ever went there, Aaron Carter played. Wasn't there to see that. R.I.P.
I want candy. But
that was a remake of a song, though.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. I thought he initially is the one that's saying it. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I got you.
No, I Want Candy was...
I know where people are trying to go check out Hooters, because apparently they filed for bankruptcy. Maybe that's what they were doing.
That could be. I didn't even see the Hooters there. That was the first... The Mall of America was the first Hooters I ever ate at, though.
I think it's the first and the only time I've ever been to one. But hey, quick little fun story. I can't remember how many years ago this was. I don't know, probably at least like 10, 15 years ago. But we took my grandpa and grandma up to the Mall of America, and we actually ate at Hooters, and they both got their picture taken with all the Hooters girls.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a pretty cool picture.
The song I Want Candy was originally by a group in 1965 called the Strange Loves.
Oh, okay. Yep, good to see. I know my music history, so that's good.
Yeah. It's a fun fact of the day, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, have you ever done the mirror maze that they have at Mall of America?
No, I did see it. I hadn't paid attention or seen it before, but I did see it this time.
Don't ever bring Ray along with you to go in that mirror maze.
Oh, goodness.
No, it's because of me, because I think I'm looking right at him, because they have all the mirrors up there so you can't see where you're going, and I walk straight dab smack.
I would love to watch that.
Okay, next time we go up there, Cody, I'll bring Ray. You and I will go with.
Sounds perfect. Hey, shout out to Ray's wife. Found her wedding ring after a year of missing it.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. So Jenna, we're happy for you. I don't know if she listens to this, but
very. No, but I think Ray does, unless you've pissed him off again.
No, cause I told him a couple weeks ago that we've been giving him his business shout outs and stuff. Or him and his brother's business, I should say. Shout outs with our pick segment. So no, I tried to sway him into listening to this some more. I will still not
You
apologize for
upset
something
him.
that I was not wrong about. I was not wrong. Um,
But I did catch you being hypocritical about the same thing at one point. I do know that.
True, but that's also because I was with other people, so I had no choice.
Still saying it.
Just, okay,
You were with
that's
other
fair.
people then.
That's true, but they were the drive, but they were
They were.
driving, so yeah, so I kind of had to go. Kind of one of those things. Yeah, thanks, Cody. Thank you.
I love it.
Um,
I love to make you flustered. It's what I live for.
hey, just one last thing about the Mall of America. I really wish they still had the NASCAR simulators there. Those things were
I do
awesome.
remember those. Those were sweet.
I know they have. I think they have flight simulators now, which I've never tried
Oh,
them,
do they?
but I'm more. But it's more in protest. I'm so mad because they got rid of the NASCAR stuff.
NASCAR ones.
Actually, I'm more surprised that they don't have
Yeah,
F1s now, F1 simulators now, because that thing's went through the
but
roof with all the
those
Netflix popularity.
those the car would pretty much drive you, right?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Let's piss off the
You're not wrong.
few F1 fans that we have here.
Yeah, Netflix's top racing series. But yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you do any putt putt at all at the Mall of
No, we did
America?
not. Did not. Wish we talked about it, but time just it was too busy. Time was against
Oh,
us.
that too. Yeah. And I hate when that happens too. Like when it's busy and then you just get stuck waiting and
Yeah.
waiting and
I
waiting.
played last time I was there. I played the sorry, fighting a little bit of a
You're good.
cold. Um, played the glow in the dark one. I haven't
Oh,
played the other one in a long time.
yeah, usually when we go up there, we try to play the Moose Mountain one at least once. 'Cause that one's pretty fun. But we did try the glow in the dark one maybe a couple years ago for the first time, and that was pretty fun.
Okay, I've played the glow in the dark one more than I have the Moose Mountain. It's been a long time
Okay,
since I played
okay.
that. But then I came home for a night, basically to clean out our cat pan before I went on a few day my yearly trip to the Lake of the Ozarks to play some golf with some group of guys and played some up and down golf
So you played
and
Jordan
then
Spieth golf, or
a little bit. Yeah, I did
okay?
say I did say that actually one day our group was playing speed golf because I think we had like I think it was through the 18. It was a 4-man scramble, but I think we ended up like 2 under, but it was with like 6 birdies and 4 bogeys.
Nice. That is
So
Spieth golf at its finest.
felt pretty good about it.
So how was the golf game? Like how are we feeling after the first time golfing?
Um, the first. I wish I could say that I strung two. I had 2 good days and 2 bad days, but
Yeah.
it was bad then good then bad then good. But my last day was definitely my best day, so I'm happy with
Hey,
that.
that's good. That's good. So when the weather finally gets like permanently nice here, you'll be good to go.
Yeah, and then I just won't be able to golf because we'll have a newborn baby.
You could take the newborn now. I see people do it all the
I
time in videos.
yeah, I don't. I think those are single people that aren't afraid of divorce.
Oh, okay. But hey, you take the baby. I mean, the baby might be sleeping most of the time. Like if you just go for a little joyride, you never know. Don't they sleep anyway through for the first like few months?
Except for no,
Oh, okay.
it's
Well,
too
I didn't
sporadic.
know.
It's just not going to work.
Okay. Or hear me out. Maybe you can take the two older ones out and
That
record them with the
might be a
baby.
possibility.
Yeah. See, see, I'm an idea man. That's what I do.
I'm gonna have her listen to this episode, and then she will murder you.
Well, if that's the case, I need to start making my will then, I guess. But
Last will and testament of Andy McConnell.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you had a fun time.
Yeah, and then of course I got home and started watching March Madness. Love basketball. Oh
Yeah,
no,
I don't.
wait,
You were talking about the
wrong
the smart.
person.
Okay,
I was watching
okay,
March Madness. I watched a lot of wrestling, and it is the best tournament in the world. The
second best.
NCAA college wrestling tournament is the best tournament in the world.
Actually, third best.
Best.
March Madness is the second best.
Not even close.
Yeah, it's the second. Okay, even if you want to say March
It,
Madness
it, I
is
will
better
say
than
it,
March
it might be
Madness.
the second best, but the March Madness is number. NCAA Division One College Championship is just the best tournament ever.
No, the Masters is the best tournament ever. We've
No,
discussed this before.
no, it's not. I
Okay.
will go to my
Well,
grave against this one. I'll just give you some
hey, fun
statistics
fact.
here.
Okay, hey, quick thing. Fun fact. The Masters, it's 2 weeks. The
I
par
can't
three
wait.
contest is
I'm
2 weeks from
excited.
today. I know. I know. I
I'm
just
very
wanted to say
excited.
that.
Very excited about it. Um,
Okay.
so
So
this
good. What do you
year
got?
there were an exhibit of just how hard the feat of being a four-time NCAA champion is. Only two returning NCAA champs picked up an additional title last night, while 9 fell to the field.
I did see that.
Um, so that Richie Figueroa had won a national title last year. He did not place this year. Same with
Wow.
Andrew Alirez, I think, won one 2 or 3 years ago, and then he had a red shirt and maybe an injury shirt anyway. He did not place this year. Caleb Henson, who did wrestle at Iowa for a while, but had a little falling out with the God, I can't. He had a falling out with Austin DeSanto's family, or
Oh,
his family had a falling out with Austin DeSanto. He went to. Did he go to? Where is he wrestling at? Not Oklahoma State. Is not Oklahoma. Virginia Tech? No. Anyway,
Cody, don't you do any pre research
no,
before this
none.
podcast? Okay, good. Okay, good. I don't either. So that's good. I just want to make sure we're on the
Anyway,
same page.
Caleb Henson. I think he's Virginia Tech.
Okay.
He lost in the finals. Levi Haynes was a returning national champ. He lost in the semis. Uh, Keegan O'Toole lost in the finals. Parker Kakaisen lost in the finals. AJ Ferrari lost in the semifinals. Greg Kirkvallette lost in the semis, and then he ended up medically forfeiting out.
Dang.
And Gable Steveson, two-time national champ, returning Olympic gold medalist, lost in the finals in the greatest upset of all time in college wrestling.
So do we want to start there and then work our way like kind of back a little bit, or how do you want to do this, like wrestling
What are you
wise?
talking about? Like just go by mat by mat? I don't need to do that, but
Yeah, we can highlight a few match. Yeah, so we'll start with the heavyweight match because that was the last match of the night.
that was the end of the night. It was a weird setup because usually they go in weight order, not necessarily start. They usually end with the main event, which,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, I thought that they messed up going into it. I did not think that the heavyweight match was going to be the main event. I was wrong. I thought they should have started with or ended with the 184-pound match of Parker Kakaisen versus um, Carter Strachey, who was going for his fifth, and Kakaisen was going for his second, and he is a four-time finalist. 1-1.
I couldn't tell
A
you.
three-time finalist. I know he lost to Aaron Brooks, who was a four-time national champion from Penn State, and then he won it. And then he got, I don't know if he's 3 or 4 time, but
Okay.
one of the greatest wrestlers in UNI history. They should be
Okay.
naming things after him there. I thought that should be the end of the night. Kakaisen's a world class wrestler. Starachi's going for his fifth, which shouldn't be possible. And I'm again, multiple of these guys I don't think should have been wrestling this year. This is my opinion, and I guess I'm probably not in the majority here anymore. I don't know, but I'm really getting sick of the fifth year wrestling. Like people that are wrestling for, I mean, Wyatt Hendrickson actually, this was his fifth year. He's the one that beat Gable Steveson for whatever. He got a fifth year of eligibility because of COVID. My thought on a lot of some of these guys were redshirting the year of COVID, so
The
it didn't really
pandemic.
mess with that.
Okay.
Yes, it didn't mess with their eligibility. Where guys that were actually seniors that year, they were just done. They did not get
Hmm.
another year. Like Pat Lugo was the number one guy going into the national championship that year. His career just ended anticlimactically. He won the Big Tens against kid from Ohio State that I can't remember who it was. Wasn't Brock? Anyway, not Jesse Mendez. Anyway, he Sammy Sasso. He beat him in the finals. Sammy Sasso was a great story in college. He ended up winning 2 or 3 Big Ten titles, and he ended up getting shot, and he never was able to come back. He actually retired at the end of this season, or kind of before the end of this season. He could never get back to the strength that he had and the speed. But anyway, um, so multiple wrestlers just lost that year of eligibility, but there's guys that are now wrestling on their fifth year. And so yeah, he's got the fifth year of he's got 5 national titles, but and it's not going to be it's a feat that'll never be matched, or maybe someday will. But I don't think he should have been able to. I don't think Wyatt Hendrickson should have been able to. I love the matches, some of them. I love some of them as wrestlers, but it's time to be done with the COVID years.
Yeah, which I think this is the last year of the COVID year. So I
I
think we're
hope
done.
so. I
But
I really
hey,
really hope so. Actually,
the one thing.
AJ
Oh,
Ferrari might be able to get one still
oh my word.
because he just finished his sophomore year, redshirt sophomore year, when he won a national title in 2019 or 2020, 2019 as a true freshman,
Oh
2021
my word.
as a true freshman, and then he had a year of he was out of college because of rape allegations, and then he got kicked off of the Iowa team, and now he just ended up getting beat. I will say he seems like he's humbled quite a bit this last year, watching some of his interviews and stuff, and I think a lot of it has to do with him maybe wanting to get to wrestle with little brother, and I think
That makes sense.
there's some talk of him coming back to Iowa. He
Okay.
just entered the transfer portal today. So did his other brother, Anthony. Um, there's a lot of guys that entered the transfer portal. The transfer portal is a crazy world right now. There's a
And
lot of
in all sports, in all honesty,
yes,
it's
yes, but like
nuts.
wrestling is nuts right now. We're talking multiple All Americans transferring teams. Iowa State is losing multiple people. Um, Oklahoma State seems to be a destination. It sucks. I love college wrestling. I love Iowa, but like it's gonna the transfer portal is gonna benefit the top 3 to 5 teams, and that's it.
What
And a
like it
lot of
does
these
in the other
guys are
sports. I
yes,
mean, in all
yes.
honesty.
It's just gonna widen the gap between number 5 and 6 team in the country. Really.
Okay, so let's go back to Saturday night.
All right.
So we'll go back to the heavyweight match. Um, how shocked were you right at the very end of that?
I I sat there probably for 5 minutes just with my jaw on the floor. Like, I did not know. It was the most shocking. The only other one that I can remember being that shocked by was when Spencer Lee lost to Matt Ramos in the semis.
Mhm.
But that was because I'm a Spencer Lee fan.
Yeah,
Gable Steveson, I liked him as a wrestler, but I wasn't. He wasn't an Iowa Hawkeye. He wasn't one of my guys. Like, he wasn't the guy that I'm rooting for. I loved
yeah,
watching him because he put on a show and he's a great wrestler, but he wouldn't have been my pick to win it, like, as a favorite. I mean, he
yeah.
is a favorite, but not
But
my favorite.
not your personal favorite. And then he
Yes,
gets
I would
beat.
have rather had Tony Cassiope win it over him or Ben Keeter
Yeah,
this year.
yeah.
But
But instead, it's second lieutenant Wyatt Hendrickson, right? That is his name.
yep, yes, sir. Transferred from he was a 4-year starter at Air
Air
Force.
Force. Yep.
He could not wrestle an extra year of he had an extra year of eligibility, but he couldn't use it at a academy, so he
Mm-hmm.
had to transfer. He went to Oklahoma State, wrestled with David Taylor. That can't be understated because by wrestling with David Taylor, he is literally practicing against an Olympic champion. So he is not as intimidated by a lot of people as a lot of people were by wrestling an Olympic champion. I think
Which,
that is a huge deal.
oh, I think so too. Well, and it's just funny because leading up to the championship match, um, was it a semi or quarterfinal match that Stevenson had? What five?
I
His
think it
opponent
was
had five
quarter.
stall. Yeah,
I think it was the quarterfinals, but yeah, he stalled. He stalled out his opponent in the first period.
that's insane.
Unbelievable.
So you're thinking,
Yeah.
oh, he's probably just going to come in for a cakewalk then in the
Oh,
championship, and
yeah.
then
I literally thought like that was the most guaranteed weight in the whole setup. I was wrong. I I've never had such a bad night of picking.
if it makes you feel any better, my bracket of March Madness that's kind of went down the tube too. So we both just had bad night of pickings. But yeah, because you know me, I'm not a big wrestling guy, but even I was
Right.
watching that, and as soon as Hendrickson steals the victory at the last second, I just texted you,
Yeah.
"Wow!"
That was
about
about the best
about
thing you could say.
that's about the only thing I could say. I couldn't think of anything
Yeah.
else.
I got multiple messages from the same type of reaction, like unbelievable. Um, the highlight of the night for me was before the match before that. Iowa got their national champ, Stephen Buchanan, who is class act all the way.
Isn't he like a
He did
two-time
things the right way.
transfer? Did he
Yes,
transfer a couple
he
times?
is.
Okay, that's
He
what I
is
thought.
the first person to have to All American with 3 different schools, and he said the first, but I won't be the last because that's just the way it is right now.
Yeah,
Um,
that's not a good thing, but yeah,
no, it's not. He started off in Wyoming. He went to Oklahoma. He got third twice, and then this year he ended up on top of the podium as the national champ,
okay.
beating AJ Ferrari in the semifinals.
Yeah, I did see that, so I'm betting that probably made you a little happy inside.
It did, even though I think I'm going to be rooting for the two names I'm hearing AJ Ferrari's going to next year are Iowa or Iowa State.
I gotcha. But isn't that funny though? How I mean that the same thing happens in professional sports. You hate a guy when he's on like a rival team or just basically not on your team, and then yeah, the second he steps onto your team, it's like okay, I'm gonna have to love you for like a year or two.
Yep, yep. I will get over it.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, the night started off bad. I mean, I didn't know that they were gonna put this match as the first match of the night, but because Dad and I started watching, I think either start or midway through the second period, the
Yeah,
Starachi against Kaizen match, and yeah, I think Parker. And again, I'm not a wrestling expert by any means, but I thought Parker made his move way too early in the third period.
yeah. One of the first tweets I read after that match was, "I can't believe how many wins God, the Penn State guys get off of stupid shots by opponents.
Mhm.
They're more patient. Like they know what they're. I hate Penn State, but they know how to set people up and when to attack,
Yep,
and they
and
did
that's
it good.
exactly. Yep, and that's exactly what the Strachey did. Just waited,
I
waited, waited, and then pounced.
I kind of want to see what Max McAnally would have done against him. He's the guy from Minnesota
Hmm.
with a second shot, or seeing Angelo Ferrari have another shot against him. But Strachey, I don't have to see him in the Penn State slinglet anymore. I'm okay with that.
The one thing I still don't get it, like, why did they say they wanted to start the match or start the night with that match? Like, did it
I
ever come out
don't
why?
I don't know.
Because
Especially
I know,
like they
oh,
had
go ahead.
that match and then they had Trump enter and then they did
I know,
the 125. It was just weird.
yeah. Like, I would have thought, like how you said, you either go in order or
Yeah.
just put that match in the middle so you can have build up to that match and then equal build up to the heavyweight match at the end. Like,
That to me that one
because I
should
know,
have been the ending one, but
yeah, because I know Strachey, he called out ESPN during his post post match press conference.
yeah, he's not afraid to talk.
Oh, that's good. At least somebody can call out the mouse. I mean, I know we do
Yeah.
from time to time, but
We
at
do.
least somebody else can.
Yeah.
Um. So hey, at least there were some upsets and some fun
There
stuff that
were.
happened there.
There were a lot of upsets. I will say one of my favorite stories of it is the 125-pound winner um, from North Carolina State, I believe it was. Um, he is a I don't know if he's a redshirt freshman or a sophomore, but he's an underclassman. Won won a national championship. Never won a state title in high school.
Really?
Yes. And he
Wow.
already said he is staying at his school because they are the only team that gave him a shot and he believes in loyalty.
Good. I respect people like that. That's
I
what I like.
definitely do too. I like that a lot.
So, well, that's good that you had
And
some at
and
least
and,
some upsets in
and
wrestling.
see another thing about I love about wrestling
Yeah.
is five of the champs at the NCAA tournament
Mhm.
did not win their conference tournament.
Ooh.
One of them would have been uh, Stephen Buchanan ended up getting second in the Big Ten. Um, Gable won the Big Ten. Wyatt Hendrickson won the Big 12. So yeah, but like half of them didn't win their conference tournament. They just but actually one of the best. So Trevor Chumbley of Northwestern, one of the best stories of the whole thing. He finished 10th in the Big Tens at 157. He finished fourth at the NCAAs.
Wow.
That's a he peaked at the right time.
Oh yeah. That they just he got hot like that.
Yep.
I mean, and that's what a lot of this March stuff all comes down to. I mean, because I've seen NCAA tournaments where like teams either get hot going into their conference tournament or basically they'll get beaten like the quarters of the semis of the of their conference tourney. Then yeah, they go on this massive run come
Yeah.
the next
Or
week.
I was really hoping that was going to happen with Drake Iea having lost, but I don't know what it is. He just did not turn. I love the guy. I want to see a Corey Clark moment for him for next year. Corey Clark got second at 133 his sophomore and junior year, and then came back and ended up winning against a former roommate of his in the finals his senior year. And then he had the famous throw of Terry Brands on the sideline, or
Oh Okay.
after match. It was awesome. So I'm hoping to have that kind of redemption story for Drake Iea, but he's been one of the best wrestlers in at 133 for many years. Or this year, I guess last year he was 125, but um, it's having him having Spencer Lee to wrestle every day has done wonders for him, and it'll continue to do that. I just hope next year he brings home a natty.
Amen to that.
And then
Um,
another Iowa guy that I want to shout out is Mikey Caliendo, the
mhm,
the dude. I mean, he Mitchell Bestenbrink has probably been is one of the three candidates for the Hodge Trophy this year. He's been one. He's been head and shoulders against above everybody else at 165 for the last this year. Probably should have won it his freshman year, but ended up trying a stupid move and it bit him in the butt, and he lost to finals his freshman year. Probably like one bad move against away from probably being a four timer, but
dang.
Mikey Caliendo has closed the gap, and it's not out of the realm of possibility of him beating him next year. I'm really hoping to see it. He
Okay.
used to get tech falled by him in the last two matches. I mean, this one he lost 8-2, but the 1 3 points were a desperation shot at the end trying to catch up, and one of the points was
Mhm.
because he had gotten jacked in the jaw and had to basically give up a point for injury time.
Ouch.
So the last two matches have been much closer than he ever had been before, and I just want to see. And we saw right this weekend, nobody's invincible.
Mhm,
Olympic gold medalist goes down. Why can't Caliendo beat Mitchell Messenbrink?
mhm. No, I agree
So
100%.
I love wrestling. Holy cow, I love it.
I can tell just a little bit.
Yeah,
Hey, you know what I love? Basketball. What did I take the whole week off to watch? Basketball. Except
it's
this is
fun.
probably one of the most tamest first and second rounds of March Madness I think I've seen in a long
Yeah,
time.
I haven't heard a lot of big upsets,
No, the
men
only
or women.
upsets. Yeah, the women. Well, the women's bracket notorious for just being chalk. Like you don't
Yeah,
have upsets. It's basically top 8 seeds, and that's about it. Um, but yeah, the only upsets that happened on the men's side were teams that I had going far.
that's
So
not good.
yeah, I had St. John's going to the national championship game. They got beat in the second round. Had Wisconsin going to the Final Four. They got beat in the second round. It's all fun.
Bracket's looking good.
Yeah,
But Iowa got some big news, and so did Indiana.
yeah, just a big little weekend here in the state of Iowa. Where so Iowa fires Fran McCaffrey,
Yep.
and then it sounded like they were going to get former Drake, current West Virginia head coach Darren DeVries,
Yeah.
but he decided to go to Indiana instead, which seems
Yep.
like had maybe been in the works, like even dating back to like November.
That's kind of what I was hearing.
So instead, and I don't know if this might have been Iowa's number one choice anyway, they go back to Drake and get current Drake head coach Ben McCollum to be their new head coach.
I like him a lot.
He wins everywhere he goes. He wins.
He's got Iowa's fan base seems excited.
Yeah, which I mean, after 15 years of Fran, it was
And
just
and Fran going to Penn. I think he's going back to
his alma
university.
mater. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, good for him. But
He's
it was just it.
65 years old.
Yeah, and it was just time. Like things
Yep.
run its course. Like Kirk Ferentz, it's ran its course. Needs to go. But
And
um,
it's good. He's going to go to a school that they don't really do NIL or portal stuff. It's
now he's going to the Ivy League,
yeah, that's fun
which
for
I don't
him.
know. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't think Penn's been that strong though. It's basically been Princeton, Yale, and Harvard. That's been the big three for the
Hmm.
Ivies the last how many years. Um, yeah. So at least Iowa got their guy. Indiana got the guy who they wanted. I don't know who Drake's going to promote, if they're going to get anybody, if they're going to promote somebody within. Um, Minnesota fired their head coach and hired Colorado State's coach. And then Colorado State is promoting former UNI Panther Ali Faroukmanesh as their new head coach.
Nice.
So I'm very excited about that. However, one thing that Cody, and this really, it's ticked me off, it's ticked a bunch of people off there watching ball. It's our Pest of the Week this week, and it's just, it is really pestful, I'm going to be honest.
Oops. It is brought to you by Decor Pest Control, where CAS will offer you monthly and quarterly services for your residential and commercial pest control. He will take care of earwigs, cockroaches, ants, bed bugs, bees, fleas, box elder bugs, mice, and rats, and he also offers termite inspection. Call CAS at 563-419-3251 for all your pest control needs. And let him know that the boys at the Unrelated Sports Podcast sent you.
Just an FYI, that's us. If anybody was curious,
That is us.
That is us. So, Cody, this really ticked me off. This is me watching basketball, me even watching wrestling.
Yep.
There's too many unnecessary stoppages. Way too many unnecessary stoppages. Whether it be basketball, they're reviewing every 2 seconds to look at the clock, or maybe a flagrant foul, or wrestling having a challenge brick, which I still think is one of the most idiotic things known to man.
Yeah.
Like, why? And I think I've said this before, but with the wrestling brick, wrestling scoring subjective, correct? Basically,
A lot of it is, yes.
So it's like the same way how if the NFL were to penalize holding or pass interference, like it's all subjective, like, and all it does is they throw the brick on a potential score or a non-score, and it stops everything. And the same thing, like when the refs go to the monitor every 5 minutes, just looking up the most idiotic things, and it's like, what? And something that looks like it should take or maybe not 2, but like 10 seconds to look at, and it's like, okay, that's who the ball was off of, or that's what the foul was, and instead, it takes
needs to be
2
clear.
minutes.
They if it's not clear and obvious, it's not clear and obvious, and get on with your day.
Yeah, like
you're gonna piss people off either way.
I know there should be a 1 minute shot clock of. That's how you have to figure it. Like the NFL should be the same way. I mean, I know what their challenges where they go to commercial break and everything, but yeah, it ticks me out. There's way too many reviews. Too many reviews
in every sport, and it's just slowing everything down.
Yeah, I mean the exception is baseball because they have a challenge system, so they don't have to stop every minute thing. Instead, we just get to yell at the umpires.
I'm fine with that.
Hey, by the way, opening day, it is tomorrow. It's Thursday the 27th as we are recording this podcast. But I'm excited.
Awesome.
For the Twins to let me down again and again and again.
I don't even know if the Marlins have a team right now. I saw they made a trade today.
I think they spent like $2 in free agency.
Well, that's fun.
I think it was on like maybe a concession stand worker or something, but so they at least spent some money.
That's a win.
So Cody, I know you're not big into baseball, but do the Dodgers repeat? That's all I'm going to ask. Do the Dodgers
I would
repeat?
say yes.
Okay. Way to go out on a limb on that one, but yes.
I'm going to go with for sure. Not for sure. Very good chance of it.
Okay. Well, just so I can put this on the record, because I'm going to probably be wrong anyway. I think a New York team wins the World Series, but it's not the Yankees. I think the Mets finally win their first
The
World
amazing
Series
Mets?
For the first time in 40 years. So, check back in about July when the Mets are in last and everything's bad.
Was it Art Chamsky?
No,
there's a Chamsky.
You think of Carl You're talking about Carl Yastrzemski? Is that what you're talking about?
No, there was Chamsky.
Okay.
It was on. They featured him a lot on Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of that show, so I know the gist of it, but I didn't watch a lot of that show. I know that's shocking to you.
Not at all.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, so I know we were talking about golf a little bit earlier, about your golf earlier, but Rory won the
Yeah,
Players. Um,
he did.
is he going to win Augusta? Is this easier, Cody?
No,
Okay,
he's gonna come in second.
to Scotty.
Good chance of it.
Yeah. Did you see what he's having at his Masters Champions dinner?
I saw some of it. It looked
So he's
actually
basically
good.
he's having a lot of like Texas themed stuff, along with ravioli, because that's what he cut his hand with. What he was trying to make, or that's what he was trying to
Yeah,
make when he cut his hand
yeah.
and stuff. So I'm just glad he has a sense of humor.
I love that he has a sense of humor, like a little bit of a sick sense of humor.
Yeah, but I guess when you've been in the slammer, you just kind of you have to have that sick kind of sick sense a little bit. Let's see what else is there.
Who are we gonna do our picks for? No, we're gonna come. We'll do that closer to
What, Masters
Augusta.
week? Yeah, we'll do that
Yeah,
either next week or the week after. One of the two.
sounds good.
So, because I'm kind of curious who you're gonna pick if you can't pick Ricky.
I can still pick Ricky, even if he's not in it. I can still pick him.
Yeah, because he'll be the seventh alternate that somehow makes it in at the last second.
Hey, I just read something about one of the years that John Daly won the
Yeah, won the PGA. Was it
PGA.
the PGA? Yeah,
Yeah, he was the ninth alternate.
yeah. So
He drove down the day before or that night of or whatever, and didn't get a practice round in, and he won by 3 strokes.
I still don't think he gets any
That's why
practice
he's the
rounds in
people
anyway
champion.
right now.
I don't think he practices.
No, maybe he practices at the casino a little bit, but that's about
Maybe
it.
he is the people's champ, though.
That that is true. Let's see. So, do you have a Wrexham update for us? Anything big happening
Wrexham is
across the
currently in
pond?
second.
Okay.
In the back to second. They do have a game in hand. So I don't who was it. I don't remember the team behind them, but they all have a important game on Saturday this week. There's season's getting closer, so at
Okay.
the very least, I have to say they're going to be playing. They're going to be in a playoff for it, but I'm hoping that they can get the automatic bid. I really do, because Wrexham in playoffs doesn't seem to be working out very well, especially
Yep.
so. But yeah,
Do you have an
they're
NBA
3
update for
points.
us at all?
It's still stupid. LeBron
Okay.
is old, and his son is not good.
LeBron did hit a buzzer beater apparently tonight, though. I think. Thought that's what I got
Nice.
notification for. Yep, he did. So, well, let's see. I guess we have one last thing to talk about. Cody, do you want to talk about football?
I thought you'd never ask.
I mean, there's not really a lot. Now, there was some breaking news since our last pod. If anybody remembers, the Niners had just released Kyle Juszczyk, the greatest fullback in the game. Hey, but Cody, don't cry, because
He's back.
yeah, exactly, on a 2-year deal, I think.
Yeah, something like that. 2-year, 8 mil, or
So hey, I'm just glad he just gets to stay in San Fran, because George Kittle was devastated. He was not
I
happy,
bet
and now he's
he
back.
he's literally the best, one of the best fullbacks of all time.
Yeah, I wouldn't say best.
No, I
Nobody
said
will
one
ever.
of.
Okay, yeah, but I wouldn't say best because nobody
Mike
will ever take
Allstott.
Mike Allstott away from us,
No,
or John Kuhn. But no,
Mike
there's no
Allstott.
Mike Allstott. I know there's no There's nobody that's up there with Mike Allstott. I know. Trust
He
me.
was so good
I know.
as as a true fullback. Because there are other fullbacks that have, like, I think Larry Zonka was a fullback, maybe,
Fullback. Yeah, and I think
but
some
he was
members,
more of
some
a running back.
Packers were too. Yeah,
Yeah.
like the only other one that I would say like true fullback, like I think it's Lorenzo Neal was like the fullback for the Chargers in the LT days.
Okay.
Like,
Yep.
or I can go Viking Jimmy Kleinsaucer, but he wasn't anywhere near all stature at all. But yeah, the juice is not loose anymore. He's back at home.
Thank goodness.
Let's see. The New York
There's a
Giants
lot
have
of
two quarterbacks now.
potential. Yeah, the thing. If you have two quarterbacks, you don't have one.
Oh, I
They
saw
have a
something really
lot
funny.
of they have a lot of personality on that sideline.
A lot of words of wisdom. Do we want to go with that? Like a lot of motivational words. Because I mean, Russ loves to give motivation. Jameis loves to give whatever
Talk.
Jameis gives. Yeah. So who's
As
gonna
a
give the
person, I
pregame
like
speech?
Jameis, the preacher. That's needed for the calming of the nerves from not wanting to kill your teammate.
Is there any way the Giants can trade Jameis to Pittsburgh? We get him with George Pickens and DK
Oh, that'd
Metcalf.
be more fun. That'd be a lot of
I know,
fun.
I know. But yeah, so that those are like the for sure moves. Stephon Diggs went to the Patriots, I think,
Yeah.
and Aaron still has not found a home yet.
No,
Minnesota's still alive, folks. Though it's not dead
they
yet.
are still in it. They are still in it. They're one of probably two teams left in it.
Or three or four. Like I've heard the Niners if they don't get a Purdy deal done. Somebody
Oh,
even mentioned
yeah.
the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Which Cody, if he goes there, what size of jersey do you wear?
I actually don't wear jerseys.
I don't care. What size jersey do you wear?
XS.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Extra small.
Okay, good to know. So that when he comes to Miami, I'll be ready for you.
He ain't starting.
Yeah, you never know. He could. You never know.
Yeah. I don't know how much. There's a lot of rumors of trades and stuff
Yeah,
percolating,
but
but it's
that's about
also
all we're at.
it's all smoke season right now.
Yeah, I mean, heck, I saw a rumor today that apparently the Browns might be trying to trade for Dak, and then the Cowboys are going to try to move up to number 2 to take Shador. And yeah, it's all rumor season right now.
Yeah.
But it's what the NFL does. It's just they're finding ways to win the off season when like the NBA products going on right now and everything else.
Yeah.
So
Let's see.
yeah, I think that's any other football besides
NASCAR.
that. I think that's,
I guess you didn't say anything
oh
about NASCAR. Is it still stupid?
no,
Huh.
you're stupid.
Did it fix itself?
No, they're still working on that. I mean,
So it's
NASCAR
still
and Michael
stupid.
NASCAR and Michael Jordan are still in a lawsuit against one another, so that's fun.
That's good.
Yeah. The greatest driver on the planet, though, Kyle Larson, had a pretty good weekend. He almost won all 3 NASCAR races at Homestead this past weekend.
Oh wow.
And the one that he didn't win, he was up by 16 seconds with 5 laps to go.
What happened?
There was a caution, and then a restart happened, and he got passed on the restart.
Oh, that sucks.
So, but yeah,
What
he's
what
good.
ones did he win?
So he won the Truck Series race, which with like 20 laps to go, he was 6 seconds off the lead, and then, or maybe not
Wow.
even 20. Yeah, and then he was like ripping off like a half a second off the lead per lap. And then the Cup Series race he won because the driver that had the best car, Ryan Blaney, his engine it exploded. It went
It go
kaboom.
boom.
Yeah, like big smoke, really big
And
smoke.
what did he lose then?
The Xfinity Series, also known
Is
as the
that
Busch
Bush?
Nationwide. Yeah, Busch
Okay.
Nationwide, whatever you're used to calling it. Yeah, that's the only one that he didn't win.
Does it age me quite a bit to call him Bush and Winston still?
No, people still call it Busch and Winston all the time.
That's when NASCAR was good.
You're not wrong. It was a lot better than it was today. I'll be dead honest. Racing was a lot better. The crowds were a lot better.
It had fanfare for a long time.
That they did, and then they
Now
built the
they've,
car. Yeah,
yeah, the car of tomorrow or whatever that ruined it.
yeah, they built the car tomorrow. They did some other stupid stuff. The France family are morons. I should run that sport. I could bring that sport back to life, or bring back to not quite the NFL level. I could bring it to like the second or third most popular
Is
sport
it?
though in
Is
the
this gonna
U.S.
be? Is it gonna be the unrelated NASCAR?
The unrelated NASCAR series. We can find a way to spot. I can lure a big sponsor. I could do it. See, again, I
Let's
know
do it.
idea. I have ideas on how to fix the sport. It's really not that hard. It's just the people running the sport are, well, like I said, they're idiots. They're just greedy idiots.
I don't doubt that a lot of things could be fixed by just simplifying
Yep,
in a lot of sports.
yep. Well, and the one thing with NASCAR, one of their biggest flaws of their playoffs happen right at the start of the NFL season. Make that make
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. Well, I
Because
mean, that's one of my biggest gripes with the wrestling right now. This year was one of like their biggest year in like 5 years. They had for the D1 championships, they had like 700,000 views. Uh,
yeah,
they're going on against the much more popular sport of basketball. Move
yep,
it a week away. Move it up a
yep,
week.
yep. Again, not that hard. Heck, you move it up two
No,
weeks because you don't want to have it probably go up against the
conference
like
championships.
the big conferences. Like if you put it up against the little conferences on that Saturday,
Yeah,
like you're good. But TV runs the show though, and ESPN runs that. So unless if they put it
yep.
on a different network, it's not gonna matter. Unfortunately.
What I will say that this year was probably one of the biggest, the most air afterwards that they'll ever that wrestling will get because they had Trump
Hmm.
there,
Yep.
and a lot of players took pictures with, or a lot of the wrestlers took pictures with Trump, and then the big upset. I mean, Gable Steveson was on Pat McAfee the next day, which I will say for like Gable Steveson took this like a champ. Um, he has done all the right things. He went on Pat McAfee, like he has given Wyatt Hendrickson props. He was patting him on the back on the medal stand. He pumped up the crowd still. Like he's he's doing a lot of right things. So I will give the dude some credit for that. And he's still an Olympic gold medalist and two
Yeah,
time international champ.
I think the Olympic gold will kind of trump a lot of the
Yeah.
other things. So
Yep.
yeah. So I think we've touched on about everything, haven't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, should we get into our top five then to wrap
Yeah,
her all up?
let's do it.
Okay, so before we dive into our top five, just a reminder to everybody out there that our weekly top five is brought to you by the boys at Lick Tags Lawn Care. Lick Tags specialize in complete lawn maintenance and health, snow and ice control, which not gonna have to worry about hopefully anymore, and
I hope
small
not.
engine repair. For any lawn care questions that you may have, give the guys at Lick Tags a call at 563-203-4238 and tell them that the boys at the Unrelated Sports Podcast, that'd be us, sent you there.
Me and you.
Okay, so Cody, what are we ranking today? What do we
Well,
got?
we drove down to uh Missouri, and I of course always like to take a few snacky snacks for
Mm-hmm.
road trips.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do our top five favorite road trip snacks.
I like it.
I'm gonna start with my best of the rest. Not top five, but right up there. I love a Funyun. course you. It's because
No, I don't like onion rings. I don't like any
you're
of that. I
wrong.
don't like that stuff.
You're wrong.
Don't worry, my brothers love them, so don't worry. At least you have.
Well, I've always liked your brothers more.
Yeah, I know you said that before. Anyway, so I think you said that to my face.
I mean, I'm doing it right now, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, what's number 5?
Numero 5 is I love a Nerds cluster.
Okay.
Have you had
I don't think
those?
I've ever had. No, I don't
The
think I ever
Nerds
have.
gummy cluster. Oh, they're so good.
But I'm not like a gummy person though. Like gummy bears, gummy worm. I don't. Not really big into that stuff.
I have a feeling you're going to say I'm not a whatever person to all of mine, and yours are going to be
Probably.
Lay's original, Lay's original, Lay's original. Give me
What?
your number 5 here. Is it Lay's original?
I wasn't gonna do that, but yes, we're good. You know what? There's nothing wrong with a good Lay's original though. I mean, just like just a little bag. You just get to. I don't know. It hits the spot. So yeah, so we're gonna go with Lay's original chips, not the kettle, not the wavy, just simple Lay's original chips.
With some vanilla ice cream. Ooh.
Ooh, that sounds good right now too. I just can't have sweets for like 3 more weeks.
Number 4. I love a bag of I go Old Trapper, but beef jerky.
Okay. Yeah, not a beef jerky.
Of course
I know
you're
that
not.
surprises you. I know that surprises you, but
So is this one a medium-sized bag of Lay's original?
now you're making me choke. No, I'm gonna go with a simple candy. Give me a Kit Kat, like just a little simple, just like the little four-piece Kit Kat.
I like a Kit Kat.
Yeah, just give me a break of the Kit Kat bar.
Okay, it's break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Okay, whatever. I love Kit Kat stuff.
If you're gonna quote it, get it right.
Yeah. Okay.
You jackass.
Maybe I'm doing this all on purpose just to get you.
I doubt it. My number 3 is I found this to be I love them, but it also is great for late night driving and keeping me awake. Ranch sunflower seeds.
Mm. Yeah,
They really help stay awake.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Just I don't know. I'm just concentrating on eating them.
Okay. Maybe I should have ate them during baseball. Maybe that would have helped me concentrate more. Because I never did. Like everybody else had seeds. I never a seeds guy.
I love seeds. Of course you're not.
Yeah. Okay. Fair point. Okay. So my number 3.
A salt lick.
Wow. You're having fun with all this, aren't you?
I am. I'm trying to think of like the most idiotic things that you could have as your snacks, and I'm just assuming that's going to be them.
No, not that. Okay, so number 3, I'm gonna go with the nacho cheese Doritos.
All right.
Like
I'll throw some respect on your name there.
Thank you. About time you did.
It's going to be few and far between, but I like a nacho. I like the regular Doritos.
Yep.
I miss the 3Ds. Which leads me to my number 2, which I think is the closest thing I can ever get to Dorito 3Ds. Nacho cheese bugles.
Ooh. I do like me some bugles.
Of course you like the original.
I do. But I know we've talked about this before, but
the ranch are also very good.
Okay.
I'm Midwestern enough. I love ranch.
Yeah, see, again, I don't like ranch. I don't like with my carrots. I don't like it with anything. I don't like ranch with anything.
What do you eat with carrots?
Just eat them plain. That shouldn't surprise you at all.
I don't know.
Okay, you ready for my number 2?
No.
Okay. The cheddar ruffles. That's my number two. Like the cheddar and sour cream
Okay,
ruffles.
cheddar sour. Yeah, so I don't
Yeah,
remember just a cheddar, plain cheddar, but yeah, I do. Cheddar
yeah,
sour
not
cream
either.
ones are good. I
Yeah,
can't talk too much smack about those because my wife loves those.
I knew Courtney had good taste. I mean, aside from you, but
So,
okay. She's. I think she was more sorry, feeling sorry for you, but
hey, whatever, it works.
yeah, that's true.
And my number one, I could tropical Skittles.
More of
Hard
an
to
M&M's guy
find.
myself. Don't
Hard to
like
find.
Skittles, but
Tropical or bag of tropical and wild berry, or just regular Skittles. Just Skittles, but
okay.
this segment is brought to you by Wilford Brimley and the Diabetes Hotline.
Do you have any guesses what my number one is?
Salt,
No, no.
a
It's
sugar
something that I
packet.
don't even. In all honesty, I don't even know if
M&M.
they make these. No, I don't even know if they make these anymore. But like if we go to a get we went to Casey's or Quick Start, to fill up before we go, and
Yep.
like on a trip and stuff. Like just like a
Jawbreakers.
no, like a snack size bag of Famous Amos cookies.
Ooh,
I don't know if they make them anymore though, but I
I don't
I,
know.
I love
I
those.
had a. I was right before we started. I was gonna grab a little bag of Chips Ahoy
Well, can't go wrong with
cookies.
Chips Ahoy either. But now Famous Amos is number one on my cookie power rankings. I know that they're hard, but I don't I've just always
I
loved them.
like. I like. I don't like the chewy ones. I like the hard ones.
See, Chips Ahoy I like the chewy
For
though to the hard
see,
ones.
I like the. I like the regular.
But like the Famous Amos ones, they're just like the perfect size, so you can just go boop 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 boop. So
Boop.
yeah, like that boop. So yeah, so see, I put a cookie at number one, like chocolate chip cookie.
I'm not. I'm not throwing you any props.
Oh, okay. Are you throwing me any shade?
No, I'll let that
Okay,
one slide.
okay, good. So it's just right in the middle. I like it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did see they're making a Malcolm in the Middle reboot.
Oh, that's actually true.
I don't
Okay.
know. I've been seeing a lot about it at least.
Wait, how are
Um,
they gonna do that? Frankie's a NASCAR driver now.
I know, and the youngest brother isn't going to be in it. They're recasting him.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
That's okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because like I said, he's been in the truck series
Yeah,
this year. This year, so okay. Yeah, I
yeah,
guess
it'll be
I didn't.
interesting.
But I guess but isn't that what like all the TV shows are doing nowadays now? Like all
Oh
the new
yeah,
TV shows are basically it's all just remakes or reboots. That's all it is.
yeah. I mean, there's like I love Yellowstone, but there's 1883. There's Lawman Bass Reeves. There's 1923, 1944 is going to be coming out. There's the Madison is going to be a spinoff of that. There's supposed to be a one called the Four Sixes. That's going to be a spinoff of that. Big Bang Theory has Big Bang Theory, George and
Yep.
Mandy, and Young Sheldon, and now there's supposed to be
Yep.
another spinoff. I mean, um,
Is that the one about Stewart, or is that a different one?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean,
I
Suits
mean,
has a
even like
spinoff. They have Suits LA.
Suits LA. Yep. There's
Yeah.
Roseanne is just the Connors that's going on.
Yeah, and that's actually getting
Um,
ready to end.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, it's like, come on, people. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know we all love like these old shows and we like the reboots and stuff, but just sometimes they're just come up with some good new content.
yep,
Because basically, all the new shows are either reboots or remakes, or they're either hospital dramas or like cop shows, basically.
yep, yeah, and they're all melting together. Like you got
Yeah,
Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Chicago.
Med.
I
You
don't
got
know. Yep,
FBI International, like FBI LA. I don't know. See, it's just yeah, it's a little bit too much, little bit too much too much overkill there.
yep.
Cody, that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna take this show and we're gonna make it into a TV show.
Yeah, we're stay tuned for our spin-off show,
Yeah,
unrelated movie podcast.
exactly. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's how we take this thing to the next level.
That would just be me and you fighting. That's all that would be.
Isn't that what this basically is?
Pretty much.
Okay. Hey, we can make it happen. We'll just gotta find a director, and I'll have my people call your people who call other people.
Okay, I have to teach my people how to use a phone because
Okay.
Abby and Aiden don't really mess with phones yet.
Uh, they just dial random numbers and just give them a.
That's true.
That's all you gotta do. Just dial some random numbers, give them a little script to read, and then you just go from there.
Perfect. We got this.
Okay, good. Can I? Hey, only one thing. Can I hire one of them too as my agent?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, good. Hey, I just need your approval for that, so that's good. Okay.
I don't know which one. Abby can read and write a little bit, so
Okay.
might be the better choice.
Whatever one is the more shrewd negotiator. That's
Ooh.
what I need.
You ever heard of the middle or the second child? Like, they're cutthroat.
Okay. Aiden might have to be my guy then. We'll see.
Yeah. Abby might try to please too many people. Aiden,
Oh.
he'll go through for the throat.
Okay. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna hire him as my new agent then.
And you're gonna get a good deal.
Okay, good. That's what I like.
You might want a lawyer to read through the fine print because he doesn't read or write.
That's right. I know a person. We'll be good. We'll be good there.
Perfect.
So, okay. Well, Cody, anything else you want to say to the wonderful people before we zip away?
Let's see. They need to make a show called Fullback if they're doing.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I got one last thing before we go away. So, the NFL did tease us. I thought we were actually going to get, instead of we had quarterback, we had wide receiver. I thought we were going to get mascot as our new Netflix series. And lies.
Aw.
Said we're going to get quarterback with Burrow, Kirko Chains again, and I think Jared Goff. I think that's the three. Also, in my next life, I want to be the Oregon Duck. I'm just putting that out there right now. I love that mascot.
That is a good one. We also did get a release date for Happy Gilmore 2.
July 25th.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be so bad, but it's going to be so good.
I can't wait.
I can't either. But, yeah, okay, sorry. So that's all I had. That's all I wanted to add on. I completely
No, that's
forgot.
good. Other than that,
we should hopefully we need a fullback.
Yes, sir.
One as well.
Other than that,
Because-
make sure. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, rate, review, 5 stars. And keep listening. And
Yeah.
remember, fullbacks are people too.
Yeah, what he said. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And we will talk to you next week.
Peace.